What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Wrenching Wrecked. Main shop today. Got a DA with a sanding disc. We're gonna knock down all the primer that I just shot on this the other day because of the rain. And I think I'm gonna start trying to get most of the fenders done. I will have to pull the bumper at some point. I don't know if that's gonna happen today. And then ideally maybe get these lower rails off so I can start getting this thing scuffed and ready, because my primer wasn't supposed to be here for another week, but it showed up already. So we are pretty much good to go on that end. But before we get into primering, we're gonna do it in sections. So we're doing the fender, the hood, the fender. So this front nose section. I might try and do the doors. I know we got some sheet metal work to do over here, but maybe I'll primer that first, and then the rest of it's done other than those individual patch sections on the doors. But at that point, it makes more sense just to wait and do the sheet metal on the extended cab, corner, and the mirror. I don't know. Either way, I need the front done, so we'll start there. I'm gonna start with a 120 on here. I know it's a little aggressive, but there are some spots that didn't feather out as nicely as I wanted, so we'll start here. 120 at 4 on the setting. Got the first coat of Bondo on. It started drying up on me much quicker working in the sun like this, so I'll use a little less hardener on the next one, but I also want to hog this out quickly, so let that set up, knock that down, keep going until I can get it higher than I need, and then start jamming away at it. This is not my forte. I hate Bondo, absolutely hate Bondo work and body work, but I was looking the truck over, and realistically that's the worst of them. And then there's a couple small ones on the roof cab, back corner by the cargo light, that we'll address when we get up there, but that's a ways out, so waiting on stuff to dry. Coat number 2. Less hardener this time, so that'll take a little bit longer, but it gave me a little more work time with it. So obviously this real high spot, but it's a decent sized dent. And now we're just topping off that last little bit. So let this dry in the sun for a bit, and then we'll come back, sand that out. I'm using 80 grit for a quick cut right now, and then we can kind of feather it. Just trying to get it prepped enough for primer and go from there. If I'm doing all of this wrong, let me know in the comments, because I am not a body guy. All right, hopefully this will be the last one. Coat number 3. So I did a rough sand with 80, and then dropped that down up to a 120, then a final little hit with 220. It's really close now. So a little more hardener this time, because I don't want to wait. I'm very impatient. All right, last one, hopefully. Maybe too much hardener. What happens when you're not patient. All right, I'll let it dry. Wear a mask. I'm not, because I'm talking, and I'm half outside. Still not the best. There's 80. We'll go to 120. Hopefully this will be the last of them. We'll find out. Unfortunately, my 120 sticky bits aren't very sticky anymore. A little bit right here in that crown where it reaches the top. A little bit down here. I think dent-wise, we're probably in pretty good shape. We'll go up to a 320 or 400 here in a minute. Come on, stick. That should be it. Well, at least for now, we're doing a high build primer, so we'll find out once we get this thing back in primer, but I'm pretty happy with that. Find out when there's paint on here. about 12:30. Trans is out. Definitely kind of neat digging out. One, Chevy stuff, way different than what I'm used to. But it's out in the back of the Volkswagen going to the doctor. And yeah, we're gonna jump in his Willies, go grab a bite to eat, come back, finish cleaning up, and then we'll roll this thing back over to his shop across the way. So, not too bad. Couple hours. Top 2 bolts, pain in the ass, per usual. Everything else went pretty smooth. Well, it's been a crazy day. Got the trans out of my buddy's Impala. I have no idea what showed up on the GoPro or what didn't. Got this back in primer. Neighbors stopping by, talking, hanging out. But we're jamming away on this thing. Slowly but surely. We got the bare metal is etch primed. And then a couple coats of filler primer over the top, so still a little bit more. I tried sanding this, it's too wet. Not patient enough. That's why I don't like body work. I just want it done now. But I think we got a couple hours, and it's cold today. It's 55 degrees. I was wearing a hoodie if I'm just standing around, but if I'm working on stuff, it's not too bad. So what we're gonna do is get the DA hooked up. I'm gonna throw another 80 grit pad on here. I didn't drop the running boards like I wanted to today again. I keep thinking that I need to do it. I know I need to do it. I just haven't had the chance to do it. And ideally, we're looking at, I think it's supposed to be mid-80s next week. So I want the hood and the fenders prepped for paint next week. The cab and the body stuff, I can paint the thing in the shop if need be. It's not that big of a deal. And then the shop stays a comfortable 65, 70 degrees year round, even in the coldest of cold. But I want to get the front nose section done. I'm waiting on some masking tape and masking stuff to make it easier on myself. But if we can get this done in a DTM high metal primer, I'll feel a little bit better about it. Got some overspray on the brand new headlights, but it's out of a rental can, so a little lacquer thinner should take that off right away. And then we're replacing the grill, so I don't really care too much about that part. Bumper's got to come off. I got to figure out what I'm doing on this. Ideally, essentially, if I can get this scuffed in the next day or two and this lower running board off, we'll mask off the cab back, windshield cowl, mask all of this off going back, tape this to the door line, and then from there we should be in pretty good shape to paint the front nose. So we'll pull the grill, get all that off, pull the bumper, get all that off. I'll hand sand whatever I need to down here. This is not a major concern for me, but we'll get the whole front clip pretty much in primer. I did find a couple more dents up in the roof area. I got 2, which again, this is a 92. It's not that bad. 3. I got this one here, and that one there. Other than that, I mean, it's gross and crusty and clear coat faded, and there's little surface rust on the metal where it's just kind of sun faded and beat up. And that's why I don't want to lose the running boards. I love being able to step up here and jump into the bed, but we can do Nerf bars or something, or do some sort of step there if need be. But that's where we're at. So I'm running out of daylight. I'm sick of talking and rambling. So I'm gonna throw this on DA and go to town. If I can get one half mostly cut, you should be in pretty good shape. It got way later than I anticipated. It's beer o'clock now. Could be putting this iron head back together, but instead I'm enjoying the kind of cool weather right now and sanding down this truck. So I hit this with a quick 80 job. I didn't block it yet, but that'll be in the next couple days. This side's DA'd quickly, scuffed enough, and then hit 80 down here and then up to a 120-ish. I'm not a paint guy, so I don't know. I think A high build primer should fill 120 scratches, maybe 180 scratches. If I need to, I'll just grab a 320 and just do a quick scuff on here, but these panels are incredibly straight. I will say that. I didn't pull the running boards off yet, so I'm running out of room there, and it's getting way dark, and it's really hard to do body work when you can't see. We'll attach this, feeling good on that one, and then tomorrow we'll tackle this side, and then perfect world scenario next week, when it's a little bit warmer, I'll pick one day and do a outdoor paint job on the front clip area. So I gotta pull the bumper, I gotta pull the grill again, cover the wheels, and then just kind of go from there. And then part of me wants to try and scramble and get the doors done because the doors aren't in that bad of shape. This is the only spot I got a patch on the door, but there's a ton of work in terms of rockers and rear cab corners. Why just do the door forward if I already have to take it apart again, and I don't want to blow through a ton of primer material now just to have to redo it again once everything's done. So that's it for now. I can't feel my fingers because I've been playing with sandpaper all day. I'm covered in dust. I feel like Pigpen every time I'm taking steps. But that's pretty much where we're going to leave this one off. We got the trans out of my buddy's Impala today. Got the hood bondoed and smoothed out on this. And then got a little bit further tonight because Daddy's out to dinner with friends and I had some free time. So what do you do in your free time? Enjoy your time away, sit on the couch and watch TV, or come out here and sand your fingertips off. Way more fun. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back. I don't know when. We got tons of bike things to start getting going. We got the Road King out yesterday though. Nice little paycheck. This needs to go back together soon-ish. All the bearings and things minus the center crank bearing. I do have a new one of those. And we need the press for that, but that's it. I'm rambling. We'll catch you guys on the next one.